Welcome to the MCAT Multimedia Series, a MCAT analysis of Sheila Fitzpatrick's Everyday Stalinism. How was everyday life experienced under the rule of Stalin? Sheila Fitzpatrick is an Australian-American historian specializing in the history of modern Russia. She wrote the book Everyday Stalinism in 1999 in an attempt to understand daily life in this chaotic period. The book looks at the socio-economic structure of Soviet society during the 1930s. Fitzpatrick gives an analysis of how ordinary citizens in the USSR coped with the extraordinary conditions that they faced. Fitzpatrick argued that there is no point in trying to divide society under Stalin into classes, as the very definitions of class were entirely distorted. Instead, Fitzpatrick saw the relationship that citizens had with the state as being of greater importance. This factor is particularly vital as the Soviet state was an allocator of goods in an economy of chronic scarcity. Further, Fitzpatrick argues that to understand life under Stalin, we must understand that urban Soviet residents were primarily seeking to live normal lives. Despite being faced by extreme shortage, social change, and political repression, people attempted to continue their usual practices. To consider everyday life in the face of drastic upheavals, let's consider this on a smaller scale. A high school has been open for decades, teaching 13 to 18-year-olds a set curriculum. A predictable yearly cycle has emerged, in which students move on to a new class each year until their graduation. Every student and teacher knows their place within this system. But then a new administration takes over. It slashes the school budget in half, fires large numbers of teachers, and cancels classes. Suddenly, the school is in chaos. Students don't know what class they will be in or if they will have anyone to teach them. Classes become overcrowded and distinctions between student groups are distorted. As in Stalinist Russia, everyday life for the students in the school is totally transformed. Teachers are in a similar position. They are made to teach huge classes with few resources, whilst not knowing if they will be paid or if they will even keep their jobs. Despite all of this upheaval, teachers and students both continue coming to school. They quietly develop a relationship with the new school administration system to improve their positions and find ways to carry on with their lives. Everyday Stalinism describes the collapse in existing societal structures under Stalin's rule and how ordinary citizens adapted. Fitzpatrick tells the story of the emergence of the Soviet citizen and how their social and psychological identity was shaped. A more detailed examination of Fitzpatrick's ideas can be found in the MCAT analysis.